want to welcome you to another video, and I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of this. This does contain spoilers. So big warning, spoiler alert for the movie Ghostbusters Afterlife. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's check this out. Hello once again, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to another video. I hope you find it as enjoyable watching as I did making it. This is going to be a really fun video, guys. This movie, Ghostbusters, is something that recently came out. And before I start, I want to give a shout out to my friend Alan. Alan, if you're watching, I appreciate it. Thank you. It was actually Alan that gave me the heads up on this pretty cool little novelty. And of course, when I had gone to see them and try to find them, and they were just sold out everywhere. And this was something that you could get at the AMC movie theaters. And here in New England, they do have those, but there aren't any that are close. And we have a different movie theater area or franchise around here. Anyway, I'm referring to a movie that came out last year, and this was Ghostbusters Afterlife. And it's, I kind of enjoyed it for the reasons that there were a lot of throwbacks to the original. You have, I mean, the ECTO-1, which is like one of the stars. She's as much a star as Peter and Ray and Winston and Egon is, or are. Without her, it just wouldn't be Ghostbusters. There are parts in the movie that, I mean, they bring back, what's the name of, like the gatekeeper and those dog creatures and the gods that come back, and they bring back Gozer. So it was cool with that. And in one scene, they had these little like Easter eggs, I call it. You know, I figure you can call it, like when they have the Twinkie in the glove compartment of the ECTO-1, little things like that. There were some parts of the movie that, well, I mean, you got three kids that find or come across the ECTO-1, and suddenly they're able to run all the equipment. I don't know. They never put gas in the ECTO-1, but it was able to run all that time. And I don't know, just some parts of the movie were just kind of like lame or boring. At least I thought. My favorite parts of the movie, of course, when it involved the ECTO-1 and Peter and Winston and Ray. I mean, they are the Ghostbusters. I never even seen the female Ghostbusters. That just never even tempted me to even watch it. But I love Ghostbusters. I did ever since the movie came out. And, you know, that's one of the few songs that I never get tired of hearing. I love the theme song to Ghostbusters. I wish I could put it up, but of course it'll be copyright stricken. Other parts of the movie, I thought Phoebe was really cute. The way she acted, even right down to her glasses, were just like her grandfather Egon. I wasn't crazy about the way they vilified Egon in this film. One of the things he was working, and again, this is all spoiler alerts, but one of the things he was working on to keep the world safe, he had brought to the other Ghostbusters, and they thought he was crazy. And I just can't imagine what they've been through, what they've seen, that any one of them would go to the others and then they would think that they're crazy for thinking of such a scenario. Anyway, at the very end of the movie, I was happy to see that the ECTO-1 was taken back home, and at the end we see her going over the bridge in New York, and that's when we hear the Ghostbusters theme song. It would be really nice if the actors would be considering another movie of just something around them, you know, with Ray and Peter and Winston. In an interview, Dan Aykroyd it might have been Dan Aykroyd or Bill Murray that had said, let's wait and see how this movie does, and possibly in the future, if there's interest, there could be more. But in the meantime, I rambled on enough, guys. I want to show you what this video is actually about. And when you went to go see Ghostbusters Afterlife in the movie theaters, this was actually for sale in the AMT. theaters. And of course, I would have went crazy if I'd have seen this. I didn't see Ghostbusters in an AMC theater, so I wouldn't have even known about this. But I thought the idea was fantastic. And again, Alan, thank you for bringing it to my attention. This thing is really cool. And what this actually is, it's a popcorn holder. So I don't know if it was set up when you went there, if they actually took it out of the box and put popcorn in it for you. I don't know, because I really didn't see it. And again, when I had gone back to the website, they were just sold out, completely sold out. But I was able to get one off eBay, so I'm happy about that. And this is the replica of the ECTO-1 from Ghostbusters Afterlife. Collectible popcorn container. And when they find the ECTO-1, or when we see the ECTO-1, she's in a barn. And Egon had since passed on. He passes on at the beginning of the film. Although they do a really good job, because Harold Ramis was a member of the Ghostbusters, and he passed away back, I think it was 2014. And the computer graphics were just amazing, bringing him back into this film. Again, there's spoiler alerts in here. But they bring Egon back. He reconciles with his daughter. He reconciles with the rest of the Ghostbusters. And he's able to meet his grandchildren, and he's able to head up into heaven. But this is from Ghostbusters Afterlife. Again, I can't wait to open it up and see. You can see the top of the box. It has the ghost trap kind of look to it. And let's see if these are numbered at all. Again, this is from AMC Theaters. Let's take a look at the back and show you guys. Let's see, it includes all the details from the actual ECTO-1. Includes flashing lights, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and you can see that beautiful vehicle. Look at that, she's just gorgeous. And you can see what it's supposed to do. Its purpose is to hold popcorn. And you know, guys, a while ago I had started the ECTO-1 from Eagle Moss. I wasn't able to continue it because I just couldn't afford it. You know, we had the Titanic, we had the ECTO-1. They were coming out with the 1/24 scale of the Batmobile. There was just so many cool things, but of course my heart is with Star Trek, so I had to keep the Star Trek, the Enterprise D. So that took precedence, and everything else was secondary, so I couldn't continue the other builds. Hopefully on that front I hear something soon, and that'll be a totally different video. But let's see if there's anything on the bottom. Looks like instructions. Press the button to turn the LED lights on and off. You can see where they're going to be. Small parts, choking hazard, AMC, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Keep this information for future reference. Hand wash only, not for the microwave. So they have this on here. I don't know if there'll be actual instructions inside. But without further ado, what I'm going to do is we'll take it over to the desk, and there'll be a lot more light, and I'll be able to show you guys what's in the box. So there's a lot more light over here. So let's see a lot better view of the box and the light. And this thing is just so cool. I mean, who doesn't love the ECTO-1, right? She's just gorgeous. And she's a Cadillac, so just amazing. Alright, let's... Ooh, look at that. She's the size of the whole box. Let's kind of try to get her out. Is there anything else in the box? Nope. No instructions or anything, so when they sit on the bottom of the box to keep for your records, that's the instructions. So, let's put this over here. Let's see if I can get this to stand up. There. Alright, let's take a look. She is so cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it has a container on top, clear plastic, and that's to protect everything. Oh, look at that. You see, hopefully you can see all the detail in this. I mean, this, for something, I mean, it was $39 originally at the movie theater. And to me, or any Ghostbusters fan, believe me, this is way worth it. You can see how she's all kind of marked up because over the years she was in a barn. That beautiful Cadillac front end. So what I really want to do is one of the projects, I mean, I want it to be, I don't know if it could be a Halloween project or not, but I want to do an ECTO-1. We're going to get a model kit, and then I want to just put a ton of lights in it, as close to the movie as possible. Let's see if there's anything underneath. You can see Ghostbusters Afterlife, only in theaters. Let's see, are these numbered in any way? Nope. But I'll show you guys the information. And let's see, does anything open up? The doors do not open, and the back does not open. Look at that classic ECTO-1 license plate from New York City. Again, she ended up going home to where she belonged. And when we see her driving over the bridge at the end of the film, I love it because she's home. And you know what's really cool? If you guys stayed in a movie theater, sometimes they'll show little things after some of the credits go up. Well, in Afterlife, they did the same thing. They had Sigourney Weaver. And she was the one, if you remember in the original Ghostbusters, Bill Murray was actually testing students. And if they got it wrong, they were supposed to get a shock. But there was this really cute blonde girl that he was testing, and she got them all wrong, and he was saying how amazing she was. And there was this guy that he was getting them all right, and he was shocking them anyway. There was electrodes hooked up, and if you were wrong, you would get a shock. And, well, anyway, Sigourney Weaver, after some of the credits had gone up in this film, after Ghostbusters, the theme was done. They actually had Sigourney Weaver with Bill Murray on the other side, and he was getting them all right, so it made you wonder. And he confessed that he actually marked the cards, and then she zapped him again. He also said that he only zapped the male volunteer students, and then she zapped him for that. But that was funny at the end. So if you guys walked out when the credits started, you missed that. But let's see. It looks like these are the hinges. And let's see where the actual, how we open it up, because it looks like the ladder. There's a ladder and there is a hose over here. Okay, that's not attached. Let's see how this is gonna, oh, it just kind of clicks open. Look at that. I love it. And you put all your popcorn inside there. I mean, can you imagine if I would have gone into the movie theater and seen this with popcorn? I would have gone crazy. I mean, this is like the total wonderful, fantastic geek, have a geekgasm kind of thing, you know, at the movie theater to see this. So you go to the movies, you want to see Ghostbusters Afterlife, you get the ECTO-1 full of popcorn, you sit down, you watch the film. Just amazing. Of course, this might be, it might not be the easiest thing to clean. Let's see, does this, I don't know if the top will come off or not for washing, but I don't want to take that chance. But anyway, when you close it, there's a little click. So anyway, let's check out the lights. As you can see on top, there's a Phillips screw, and there's a cap on top, presumably to change the battery, and you can see there's a plastic clip, not a clip, but a piece of plastic that separates the battery from contacts. And let's see, you guys can see that there's a button right over here. So let's push the button. Oh, that is so cool. Love it. You can just imagine the as she races down the streets of New York City. And this would have been really fun, sitting in a dark movie theater playing with your ECTO-1 while watching Ghostbusters. Let's put the lights out, because this will be pretty cool to check out. All right, let's try to get it as dark as possible. Look at that, huh? Now I wonder if it stays on until you put the button off, because it's been on for a while now. And I love the fact that they flash like that. I mean, for $39, this is absolutely worth it. Absolutely. You know, it almost makes me want to try to make the headlights, and yeah, I really want to alter this. I don't know where I can get a model kit that'll be this big. And I guess when you push the button again, that's when the lights go out. Yep, so it stays on as long as the button is pushed. So let's go ahead and put the lights back on. But that is just amazing. I absolutely love this. Again, I don't know where I can get a model kit that's this large, because this is pretty big. Let me measure it for you guys. I'm not sure of the scale on this. Let's see, from the bumper to bumper, it is approximately 17 inches. So it's 17 inches long. And let's see, how high would it be, including the parts? Just about 7 inches high. And let's check out the width. It's about five and a half inches wide. Maybe, yeah, about 5.5 inches wide. So this is a really, really good size. Well, you want it big, the bigger the better, to hold all the popcorn. And it lifts up, and you can see in there. You can put quite a bit of popcorn in here. And I love this. This is a great, great idea. Looking forward to the next film. Hopefully it's going to be a storyline around the main characters. Of course, her, the ECTO-1, Peter, Venkman, you got Ray, Winston. And again, the thing about Egon is I wasn't too crazy about the way they vilified him in this, because he actually, when Dan Aykroyd is originally contacted from Phoebe, he shows his displeasure and dislike for Egon because evidently Egon had gone and stole the ECTO-1 and the protoplasms and the packs, and he had stole a lot of the equipment. And I don't know why they went that way in the movie, but they did, and that's the storyline. But in the end, his ghost, Egon's ghost, was just amazing. And it was actually, think about it, the movie is about the supernatural and the afterlife and ghosts. And Harold Ramis's ghost, actually, when you think about it, was in this film. There's not too many movies or franchises where you can actually have a ghost of one of the characters. But I thought that was fantastic. They did a great job on that. You'd swear that Harold Ramis was in the film. And if you're like me, around my age, I love Ghostbusters. Ever since it first came out, I just fell in love with it. Ghostbusters was actually co-written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis. And it was an interesting story because Dan Aykroyd had said that he had gotten the idea because he was raised in Ontario, Canada, and his grandfather was a big believer in the supernatural. And not only did he believe the soul went on for eternity, he also believed that the consciousness or the intelligence went on for eternity. So he had documented a lot of things, and Dan Aykroyd had discovered all that, and it gave him the idea. And him and Harold Ramis co-wrote one of the best movies ever, Ghostbusters, and launched one of the most successful films of the 1980s. But my friends, if you were curious about the ECTO-1, I hope this satisfied your curiosity. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to gush over this as much as I have been. I love this thing. I gotta find a model kit that's around this size so we can actually put all the lights in, like we can light her like she looks on screen. We'll do the sirens, we'll do all the little goodies on top, and we'll do the lighting and make her look absolutely gorgeous. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you had seen this and you liked the movie, let me know what you thought about it. And if you didn't like it, let me know what you thought about it. And again, there was spoiler alerts. I'm going to put a spoiler alert warning on the front. So just so you guys that haven't seen the movie yet, avoid it. So my friends, I thank you so much for watching. And until my next video, I'll talk to you soon.